CrossFit Tumuora. Tumuora means strong life in the Cook Islands Māori language. Tumu means strong and ora means life. Here in the Cook Islands, we're 15 islands, but we're quite scattered. I think there's like 1 million square miles between Rarotonga, which is at the base, and then Penryn Island, which is right up north. It's such a beautiful place. You'll find that once you come over here, you'll fall in love with the place. You know, even though we are isolated, as part of the CrossFit community, we don't feel isolated. I don't know if that makes sense, but we still very much feel connected, like we're part of this whole CrossFit global family. And like our members will travel overseas, they'll go to Australia, they'll go to New Zealand, and whatever they're doing over there, we're doing exactly over here. So there is, I think for us, no difference in terms of the isolation. The only real isolation is a physical one. It's 3 hours to the next box. It's a 3-hour flight to the next box, whereas the connectivity through internet and through visitors coming, I think it keeps us related. So originally I was the head coach for our Cook Islands representative touch team. We were preparing for the Touch World Cup, which was in Scotland in 2011. And basically I was just Googling workouts on the internet where it was pretty short and pretty intense, just to match the intensity we needed in a touch rugby game. So we've got a proud history here in the Cooks with Olympic lifting. We've had a few representatives, and it's mainly been around one family, the Peta family, and they've represented the Cooks at South Pacific Games and mini games and been quite successful. But they've all shifted over to Australia and started employment contracts over there. And so me and Olivia have now joined onto the Cook Islands Weightlifting Association because to give it a bit of life and revive it again here in the Cooks. We've now been given 2 sets of weightlifting equipment by the Cook Islands Sports and National Olympic Committee to help revive that Cook Islands weightlifting, because currently we only have one weightlifter who is competing at the moment, and she's training out of New Caledonia. So with that, we're hoping to build a base again, just to revive our proud history we do have here in weightlifting in the Cooks. So they, CrossFit, I think in the bigger community around the Cooks is, you definitely do get picked on and labelled out as the CrossFit guy. The CrossFit people, they do some kind of crazy workouts and stuff like that. But like I mentioned earlier, our membership base has just grown so immensely in the last 8 months. And I think it's because our members are going out there and they're showing people that there is another way of exercising, and CrossFit is with its methodology and principles can get you your results fast, can get you what you're wanting to look, how you're wanting to lift, the strength base that you can get from it. And it's just, our members do our own advertising, and we haven't had to advertise or anything. Word of mouth is just so powerful, especially in a small community like this. And just seeing people, I think, because it really stemmed from when we were training with our Cook Islands team, our Cook Islands touch team. We wanted to be out there, out in the community, showing that we're actually doing some work here. We're actually putting in the hours, where we're at the box, when people aren't watching, we're still doing our training. When people are watching, we're still doing our training. And I think a lot of people have captured onto that in this community. They want to see people who are representing the Cooks, or who are trying hard to do the best that they can, that they're actually putting in the effort. And I think from that you stem a lot of pride, especially here in the Cooks.